Nicholas Copernicus by
Michael
in Brooklyn.
Nicholas Copernicus was a Polish astronomer born on February 19, 1473 in Turin, Poland. He was the fourth and youngest child in his family. Sadly, his father died when he was only 10 in 1483. When his father died, his uncle, who at the time was a priest, took care of him. His uncle wanted him to get a good education, so he sent him to Krakow Academy in 1491. He then went to Italy in 1496 for law. After getting his education there, he went to Poland to work for his uncle, who was now a bishop. He made an interesting theory at the time in 1530. This theory was that the sun was in the center of the solar system instead of the sun. This also stated the same with all other planets. He published his theory in 1543 and died later that year on May 24th.
Nicholas Copernicus was the person that had the theory on where the sun is in the universe. He had the theory that the sun is in the center of the universe and planets are spinning on its axis once a day and revolves around the sun, and the sun doesn't revolve around the planets. He wrote this down in a book and published his theory to the world in 1543.
Nicholas Copernicus contributed to our discoveries in science because if we didn't learn that the sun was in the center of the solar system, then astronomers wouldn't know where to find stars in other solar systems, making it hard to observe the life cycle of a star. Now that we know that the sun is in the center, we are better able to figure out the life cycle of a star. By knowing that the sun is in the center, we are also better able to find stars because we don't have to look all around the solar system for a sun. The Hubble Space Telescope could have been a less useful piece of technology.
Some interesting facts we found was that back then, most people thought the Earth was in the center and the moon and sun orbits it. We now know that the moon orbits us, but we orbit the sun. Another interesting fact we found was that Nicholas Copernicus got an element named after him named Copernicum. Another scientist that have an element named after them is Einstein, known as Einsteinium. These are our sources.